maximum and minimum of the function in one variable. Suppose the function containing in terms of x variable means f equal to f of x. Then how to calculate the maximum and minimum of the given function which is containing in one variable. Now first step of the problem, consider the given function f of x. Now the function containing single variable, that's why we are using ordinary differentiation. First one, now you calculate f dash of x and equate to 0, means f dash of x equal to 0. Do the differentiation, ordinary differentiation with respect to x and equal to 0. F dash of x equal to 0. Then when you are equating to 0, we will get some values of x. Suppose for example x equal to 1, 2 and 3, like that. If it is cubic equation, then definitely we will get 3 values. If it is quadratic equation, then we will get 2 values. Then some real numbers we will get it. X equal to some real numbers, 1 or 2 and 3, like that. Some numbers. Then if you got 3 values, then at those 3 values you have to check. Means at x equal to 1, what type of value we are getting for that function. Are you getting maximum or minimum at that point? Now for that purpose, you calculate once again f double dash of x. Once again you calculate f double dash of x. Now this f double dash of x, you at each and every point, suppose if you have 3 values, x equal to 1, x equal to 2 and x equal to 3, then f double dash of 1, you check it out. Then if it is greater than 0, then f of x has minimum value at x equal to 1. F of x has minimum value at x equal to 1. Suppose f double dash of x at x equal to 1, if it is less than 0, then f of x has maximum value at x equal to 1. Means if it is maximum value, means again you calculate f of 1, which is nothing but maximum. Again, suppose if f double dash of x is greater than 0 at x equal to 1, then you calculate minimum value of f, means you substitute x equal to 1 in the given function, then it becomes minimum value. Means once again the total procedure, first step of the problem, f of x given function. Now second step of the problem, f dash of x equal to 0. You solve that equation by using scientific calculator or by manually by using synthetic division or splitting the middle term. Then using any method, then we will get some values of x. Now some points we will get it, means 2 or 3 points. Next, conclusion. F double dash of x you calculate it for the giving conclusion, for giving maximum or minimum of the function. F double dash of x, f double dash of x is greater than 0 at x equal to some point, then f has a minimum value at that point. Means again you substitute that point, then we will get minimum of f. Second one, in that another conclusion, suppose f double dash of x is less than 0 at x equal to some point, means at same point. If the first x equal to 1, if you are substituting, here also you have to substitute 1. F double dash of x is less than 0, then f has maximum value. Again you substitute that point in that f, then automatically we will get maximum value. Like this we will calculate the maximum and minimum of the function, and you substitute, suppose if you got 3 points, then you have to check at 3 points also. This is the, you have to calculate maximum and minimum of the remaining points also, you have to check. Now next topic, maximum and minimum of the function in 2 variables. Suppose f equal to f of x comma y is a function in x and y variables. If you want to calculate maximum and minimum of this function f, you have to follow some steps. First step, calculate dou f by dou x and dou f by dou y. Means for that f, you do the partial differentiation with respect to x and with respect to y. Once again, first step, calculate dou f by dou x and dou f by dou y. Second step of the problem, Consider dou f by dou x equal to 0 and dou f by dou y equal to 0. When you are solving these two equations, we get some points like a1, b1. Means this is point, x coordinate is a1, y coordinate is b1. Second point a2, b2. First coordinate x coordinate a1, y coordinate x coordinate a2, y coordinate b2. Like this we are getting number of possible points. Third step of the problem, construct L value dou square f by dou x square that equal to dou by dou x of dou f by dou x. Means already I calculated dou f by dou x, means partial differentiation with respect to x for dou f by dou x. That becomes dou square f by dou x square, that is nothing but L value. Now m value, m equal to dou square f by dou x dou y, that equal to dou by dou x of dou f by dou y. Means for dou f by dou y we are doing partial differentiation with respect to x, that is nothing but m value. And n value dou square f by dou y square, means dou by dou y of dou f by dou y. Means for dou f by dou y we are doing partial differentiation with respect to y. Like this you calculate L value, m value and n value in x and y. Means these three are LMN values are expressions in terms of x and y. Now fourth step, conclusion. Before fourth step, in the third step you calculate L value also. Ln minus m square and L value. Separately you calculate it. Here in this fourth step, Ln minus m square value and L value in terms of x and y. Suppose Ln minus m square greater than 0 at a1 comma b1. Immediately we are checking L value. L value, L is less than 0 at a1 comma b1. In the first point L is greater than 0. I got L is greater than 0. Now in this point L is less than 0. Now when should I check L value? At the given point Ln minus m square is greater than 0, then only you go for L value. Now in the second step, Ln minus m square is greater than 0 at a1 comma b1 and L value at a1 comma b1, if it is less than 0, then f has maximum at a1 comma b1. Once again, Ln minus m square is greater than 0 and L is less than 0 at a1 comma b1, then f has maximum value at a1 comma b1. Therefore, f of a1 comma b1 is the maximum of f. Next, third point. Suppose Ln minus m square is less than 0 at a1 comma b1. Now, no need to calculate L value. When should I calculate L value? Ln minus m square is greater than 0, then only you go for L value. Now, in the third point, Ln minus m square equal to 0, then at a1 comma b1, then f has neither maximum nor minimum at this point, and this special point is called saddle point. Now once again, Ln minus m square is less than 0 at a1 comma b1, then f has neither maximum nor minimum at this point, and this special point is called saddle point. Fourth step, suppose Ln minus m square equal to 0 at a1 comma b1, then no conclusion about maximum or minimum of f. Similarly, we can check at the remaining points. This is the maximum and minimum of the function in two variables.